Hi, I'm Dan. Welcome to Anubis Lane Productions DIY. Today we're going to be showing you how to install a GFCI. We're doing a little home remodel here, and as you can see in the kitchen, there is no GFCI protection in the outlets at all, so we're going to be getting that taken care of. There's a lot more to installing a GFCI receptacle than most people know. A lot of people screw it up, so we're going to give you the ins and outs, make sure you can get it done right. This is the GFCI receptacle we're going to be installing today. It is GFCI Safe Outlet brand. These are a great receptacle. They're both weather resistant and tamper resistant, so they can be installed indoors, outdoors, and they meet current code standards for residential installs. You can find them in our link in the description. If you want to go on Amazon and pick some of them up, I highly recommend them. They are a great price. They work great. I've installed a ton of them and I've never come across one that's faulty. All right, let's get started. As always, safety first. We're gonna plug in our handy dandy plug tester here. Ba-bam, we've got power, so we're gonna go to the breaker box. My lovely assistant is going to let me know when power is off.
Off!
All right, the first thing we're gonna do is remove the cover. All you need is a little flathead screwdriver, one screw. All right, and I'll end up cutting these all back and re-stripping them because when you pull them out of the back of a receptacle, it can cause damage to the wire. And we just want to make sure that we're using good solid pieces that don't have nicks and things like that that can end up breaking. For our next step, we've got to turn on power to install the new GFCI almost, because here's the part everybody misses. On the back side of a GFCI, you can see there's labels. One says line, one says load. Then if you come over here and you look at our wiring, there's one ground, but then there's two sets of wires, two hots, two neutrals, which means there's two separate wires coming into this box, and we've got to identify line from load. And what I mean by that is one set of these wires has got power coming in, the other set is power going out to the next device. It's really important to identify line and load whenever you're installing a GFCI receptacle. If you want the GFCI to protect devices further down the line, which we do, because this receptacle right here that's also in the kitchen is going to be on this GFCI circuit. So we're going to put in the line coming in, the power coming in into the line and line only. Then out of the load side, we are going to put in the wire that's coming from here to this outlet. And then this won't need to be changed out to a GFCI because it'll be protected under this GFCI. Now, if we didn't want this to be GFCI protected, we would pigtail these wires together, cut new wires, and have one wire coming from each set of wires. So your two blacks would have these together, another black wire coming out. The two whites would be together, have another white wire coming out, and we would land them on the line side only. And then it would only protect this outlet and nothing downstream would be protected by the GFCI. That way, if it tripped, nothing else would be affected. But for this setting, we want everything downstream to be protected by it. So we're going to line, load, wire it. A lot of people miss that. They'll put all the wires into the line side. Nothing will work down, or they'll put the wires into the load side only, and then the device itself won't even work. So that's just a really important thing that most people don't know about and most people miss. All right, to identify which set of wires is the line side of wires, we're gonna turn power back on, which we already did. We've got our volt tester here. It's set to volts AC. We're gonna take our black lead, take it to ground, and then we're gonna go and test to both of our black wires here. No voltage reading on that one. And if you can see here, when I put my red lead to this black wire, we are reading 120 volts on the meter. All right. And once you've identified which wire, which is going to be this one here, is the one with power actually going to it, you know that you hook that up into the line side of your GFCI receptacle. If you look in the back of the electrical box, you can tell which neutral wire goes with which hot wire because they'll be coming out of Romex together. So we know these two go together and these two go together. So these two will put into the line side of the GFCI receptacle, and these two will go into the load side of the GFCI receptacle. Now we're ready to actually hook up the receptacle. As always, we do our ground first. And then we're gonna look at the back and double check to make sure we're going into the line side. Says line, and then we're going to do our neutral wire first. Neutral is your white wire. It always goes into the silver bolt on the back of the GFCI or receptacle. Another way you can tell is it's going to go on the side with the long slot. Long slot, neutral. Silver bolt, neutral. On these particular GFCIs, they're clamp style, so you just insert the wire into the back, then tighten down the screw. It pulls a clamp backwards and tightens down on the wire. Now for the hot wire, always going to be the gold bolt, hot wire, black wire, gold bolt, and then the smaller slot side on the receptacle. We're still in the space where it says line. Now for the wires that are going to go and carry the GFCI protection downstream, we've got the same thing. You're just going to match colors on sides. So gold wire, black wire, gold bolt, small slot is going to be the black going downstream. And then our neutral. And of course, we're putting these in on the side that says load. Got everything tight, nothing's pulling loose. We're gonna put a little bend in our wires so that it folds in easily and pushes right into the wall. All right, now we got power on, our GFCI on. I'm plugging in our plug tester. It's reading good. We've got two lights showing, as you can see on the top. Two lights, correct wiring. Okay, and now we're going to show you why we did that outlet line load. We're plugging in our tester here. You can see this outlet is got power. It's testing good. Then we're going to come back over to the GFCI we just installed, and we're going to trip it. And now if you look over here, this no longer has power. It's protected by that GFCI. If we would have wired it to the point where it was on the line side only, we could trip that, and it would have no effect on this outlet having power. That's the difference. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click the link in the description and pick up your own GFCI receptacles at a great price. Adios.